Hello, welcome to log 68. I really hope the sound is working this time. I checked the sound settings yesterday, not really sure what happened, but yeah, I changed the input and the output to the microphone, so hopefully that should be like, yes, choose this microphone please. And it's glitching out again. Okay, I'm not really sure what's going on, but nothing I can really do about it. So I gotta test a bunch of things now because it went wrong 2 days in a row. Well, today was Thursday, and I'm gonna keep it short because it is 10:30. I had to deploy some official overtime work today, but since I made it official, I had 1 extra hour of work after 9:30 really, because I took a break. So yeah, right at 10:30 we are at. So now that it's official overtime, I've made the personal rule that I cannot declare overtime 2 days in a row. I'm really putting in some rules and amendments to my little personal constitution, and it's fun. Best part is I trust it because I trust myself more and I actually follow them. It's great. Yes, so today, okay, if you've watched baking and cooking shows where they have like the challenges and stuff, most of the ones that I used to watch, anyway, so you know in the baking shows, right? In like the 3/4 of the way through, they throw in some random twist that makes everything a lot harder, and then like the music gets all extra stressful and intense and everyone's like running around like, oh my gosh, how are we gonna do this? So that was today. There was a twist that was added this morning that I figured out. My senior exhibition, right? As an art student, I have, one big final show at the end of my senior year where, I put everything up on the wall and I'm like, this is what I did. Nothing too high stressful, but I mean, it's kind of a big-ish deal. I'd like to make it an event, and of course I have crazy decoration plans that I would love to set up because I love decorating and it's fun. I thought it was May 9th. I'm also the gallery assistant, so I work on this, like, posters and stuff. I just, that's part of my job. And I was editing the poster this morning, and I saw my name was in the show happening on April 9th. And I remembered, oh, my show is on April 9th. It is currently April 2nd. I have nothing printed out. I have next to no plan, and I'm realizing this now. When I was already planning to do a day full of online course editing and book illustrating and going to class, I guess, and other things I'm forgetting. My parking permit expired. Just like, whoa, the intensity was ramped up a little bit today. But I am here, I am sitting, I am standing here, and I am not overly stressed. I mean, no, because I know, I don't see how it would happen right now, but I know I will handle it. I will do what I have to do. And I will do it this time in a healthy way. Because I love myself and I'm compassionate towards myself. And that is what we're doing now. So I marked on my calendar, and I mean, this is kind of it. This is like the highest concentration of different things happening in one period of time. Like this to next week, we have a nice, even, solid week of a million bajillion tasks stacked on top of me. So this is the crunch. I wrote it on my calendar. This is the final collegiate crunch time I will probably experience because most of my classes are kind of a joke. In terms of intensity, they are all extremely chill, which is very nice. I got all of my time-intensive classes out of the way last semester when I had a 12-hour day straight through. 4 3-hour classes back to back. That was a lot. So this semester it was like chill classes and then like a lot of personal stuff. Projects and such, it's great. That turned out really well. That was very much working in my favor. Otherwise though, today was intense, right? But I had the schedule and I followed the schedule through and through the whole day. I did sleep through my 8 a.m. However, I woke up from when my alarm went off, had no idea what day it was, thought it was Wednesday, turned it off and went back to sleep. And I mean, oh well. I needed the extra sleep because of my 5 a.m. day and then the staying up till 1 thing. Like, I needed that. So it really wasn't too bummed out about that. And I plan to wake up early tomorrow and go to bed early-ish tonight. So that was that. But like, yeah, I had my hour breaks. I alternated work and personal project time because I am seriously realizing right now how important it is to keep up my Instagram. Like, for a while, I was coasting on some pretty good numbers, some good momentum. I was like, oh, I'll just throw out the miraculous comic, then I'll get in some good numbers. But, like, I posted the new episode, and because my interaction has been so low recently, my engagement, it really did not get that much viewership. And then my follower count has continued to slowly decline. And I'm realizing now how much my Instagram numbers have helped most of my art career endeavors, and yeah, it's definitely a big leverage point. It's a good asset to have, so I decided, I should put more effort into keeping that up, and it makes a really good portfolio pieces for like little short animations and stuff. I put some work into making a little reel today, and I forgot how much fun it was, because like it is kind of like writing, like producing. It's a little narrative short. There's a hook and a catch and a punchline thing, and there's animations and transitions. Like, they're little mini movies, and I love making them, and I love making people happy with my art. I realized that at the artist market, giving people drawings, watching their face light up, it was like, oh, this is what I love. I love this. And it wasn't because I needed them to like me. It wasn't some people-pleasery, reflexive, impulsive thing. Like, no. I just love making people happy with my art. It makes me just as happy, if not more. So that was just nice. It's my friend's birthday today, so after this I'll be drawing a little portrait of her because she is a wonderful friend. And she deserves it, and she's really fun to draw, actually. She's very, very pretty. So... Oh, and one thing that I've also been meaning to mention forever, but not forever, for like a week. I'm learning to put less than 100% into every single thing. You know how I was saying for a while it was like all or nothing for me, right? I either couldn't do it, I was overwhelmed by the pressure, or I felt the compulsion to pour my heart and soul into it, otherwise it won't be good enough. I just never thought anything I did was good enough, so I felt like I had to put everything into everything I did. Now realizing, kind of out of necessity, and also because I'm getting more comfortable in my skills and myself, that like, hey, most people put in around 70%, and most other artists are putting in their 70%, and when you get better, your 70% also gets better. Like, you're not dooming yourself to forever not improve as quickly because you don't throw all of yourself into every single thing. So, delegation, budgeting, energy budgeting. And I feel more capable. I feel like I have more energy at the end of the day. And yeah, that and timers. The timers have not only helped me learn to stop after a certain point, it's really helped me gauge how much I can get done in an hour. I'm measuring my production levels. So if I figure out like, oh, I can just figure out, I have a measurement system for how long it would take me to do a different project, so I know how much to delegate for each thing. It's like, the way I'm thinking of it is, before, there were clouds, you know? Little different colored clouds, misty, things that were hard to grasp, but they had the intention. So trying to plan what to do when was more like flowing with the breeze, like, oh, I feel like doing this, I'll do that, and then like 6 hours later, it's done, but I have done nothing else. Now they've all been put into little boxes, the little blocks. So then now I can play a little bit of Tetris in my day and stick like, oh, I could do a little bit there, I could do a little bit there, like I really gotta work on that, we'll put a few there. And it's like, I can wield my efforts like an object and not some wispy thing I have to call on and like get lost in. I'm not claiming myself to be like some sort of master of inspiration or whatever. Obviously, there are things about it I will never be able to control. But having a frame of reference, understanding the starts and the ends of things, and that's very cool. So, with all of this newfound amazing knowledge, I really got a lot done today. Not so much with the editing. I probably would have done more of that if I woke up earlier, but I'll do that tomorrow. So yeah, I did a ton of stuff, and I remembered to take breaks, and I actually took breaks. I don't think I was overthinking too much today, which was lovely. And I'm gonna stop talking soon because really I'm done working for the night. I would like to be done. And oh, I did task number 2 today. I did the second task. Kind of skipped over task 1. Like I still have to read the rest of the morning pages, but like that's gonna take forever. But task 2 was actually kind of a continuation of the ideal me that I loved so much from the last week, where you just have to imagine yourself at your full potential, at your highest creative power or whatever, and just kind of describe who you are at that point, what you're doing, stuff like that. So I kind of just continued my little world. Wrote like a little paragraph about it, and then you're supposed to read that out loud to yourself every day, which is interesting, and then make a collage with pictures of yourself, which is what I drew yesterday morning. I didn't read ahead, I swear. But yeah, and then I think 3 and 4 are kind of similar. We gotta like name creative priorities, and 4 I think was try and find an old project that you had turned away from and bring it back. Which is cool, but I don't think I can fit another project into any of my time right now. So maybe I'll try and do something more life-related and less art-related. Maybe there's something that I used to love to do that I don't anymore out of lack of compassion or something. I don't know, yeah. I mean, my family used to do Friday night movie nights. Maybe I'll do that. We'll brainstorm it, but in the meantime, I'm tired, and I will see you tomorrow. We are in crunch time, so day 1 of crunch time over. Boom.